Now then, people, good evening and welcome back to the Just Joe Football Show. The transfer season is really starting to click into gear. You can tell now we're just 3 days away from the end of the month. I expect the first weeks of July are going to be absolute madness, genuinely. So get your seatbelt in, get locked in. It's a little bit bare behind me here, I know, but there's plants out in the sun, getting some rays and all that jazz, like a lot of you have. A lot of you should be. I've been taking my own advice. I've been out there. But anyway, this isn't about me. Here, we're bringing you two transfer updates. One concerning Diego Llorente and another concerning incoming winger Liam Millar. But before we get into it, as is always the case, please do smash a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, get your comments in, and of course hit that notification bell, and let's get into it. So, folks, hot off the press in Switzerland, FC Basel are licking their lips. They are more than open to the idea of selling one-away left winger Liam Millar. The Canadian forward, obviously currently at Copa America, spent last season on loan at Preston North End and had a decent season. Yes, 5 goals, 5 assists, doesn't read amazing, but he did play left wing back for large periods of that in a back five in a Preston side that tended to play with a low block. Listen, Leeds fans will remember him fondly, of course, because he was one of probably 2 players that absolutely put Archie Gray on toast. One being Jack Clarke, who's destined for the Premier League, the other being Liam Millar. So then performances have obviously pricked up the ears of Daniel Farke and the people at Leeds United and are looking at obviously bringing him to the football club. Now, Leeds United interest, along with others, has caught Basel's attention. They are optimistic about a potential transfer this summer, so clearly they're happy to get him off their books. They're happy to make a profit on their sale. Of course, as mentioned, Burnley, Sheffield United are also keeping an eye on the talented player. When you hear from Liam Millar, he wants to go to a club that's going to put him in the best position in order to get to the Premier League. Of course, you can go for 2 newly relegated sides, but I think out of the 3, I would argue Leeds look the healthiest at this current moment anyway. Now, of course, during his time at Preston North End, Millar showcased his abilities with 5 goals and 5 assists, and he put in some impressive performances and enough to garner enough admirers, okay? It's not just Leeds United here. You've got recently relegated Premier League sides that want him as well, and they're all lining up because they feel they can get him for a decent fee, and we'll get into the fee in a second. Now, of course, there's a lot of doubters out there about Liam Millar, but I think sometimes as a fan base, we have to understand where we are. Yeah, Johnny Rowe. Yeah, Morgan Whittaker. Yeah, Sammy Schmodix. But these are going to cost a premium. And unfortunately, we don't have the money. I don't think anybody has the money to be spending that kind of cash. We spent a big ticket item last season on Joel Pirot. Didn't quite work out. Maybe Leeds United might look at that and say, our fingers are burnt. Let's look for cheaper options. And Liam Millar does fall into that category. His current market value is 2.5 million. Okay, however, Basel believe they can secure a fee well above that. Yeah, well above that 2.5 million. They are saying to press over in Switzerland, we want his sale to be for a fee significantly higher than the market value of around about 2.5 million. Hence why I say how much, because at what point is too much for Liam Millar? You've heard me on a number of occasions these past few weeks saying 10 million is too much on Joe Rodon. I would argue, and I want you to tell me, because I'm a little bit unsure myself, what is the going rate for Liam Millar? I don't want to be paying more than 5 million for him. And if they feel they can get significantly more than the 2.5 million, what we're looking at here, I feel it's a little bit too high personally. Not only that, and I guess this is where Leeds fans can sort of sympathise a little bit. Basel originally signed Liverpool for just 1.5 million last year, but any transfer fee they get, a large portion of that is owed to Liverpool, much like us and Zurich with Willy Gnonto, right? When we sell him on, there's a huge sell-on clause. I believe there's something similar in this deal. Now, I'm massively on board with the signing of Liam Millar, but it has to work for Leeds United. No more than 5. I don't even want to be close to 5. If they want significantly more, maybe an extra million, 3.5 million perhaps. I don't think he's worth much more than that, and I don't think Leeds United should be spending much more than that. And look, we do have a very good ownership, and as Parag told us, I do contracts in my sleep, and to be honest, last season we got some very good deals. We did get some very good deals. You look at the price we paid for Ethan Ampadu, it's a snip in the end, isn't it? So I have enough faith that they won't be taken for mugs. We've seen them knock back offers for Nonto, for Rutter, probably, well, from Somerville, 20 million at the time, from Burnley, and now we're looking at, 35, 40 million, so they know what they're doing. But as I said, I want you to let me know in the comments, what's too much for Liam Millar? And also, would he work? I think he'll take to Leeds United like a duck does to a water. He's a bit of a shithouse as well. Not his biggest fan, but he's one of them players, a bit like Callum O'Hare in a sense that when they're at your club, it's all right. You like them being shithouses. Take Mateus Click, for example. He needs to sort his haircut out, though. I keep saying that. But other than that, it's all good. Now, another player that, according to him, certainly won't be playing in the Championship next season is Diego Llorente. Now, it's been reported from several sources in Italy that the defender, Diego Llorente, has no interest whatsoever in returning to Elland Road, and the Whites are keen to move him on this summer permanently. I mean, it doesn't shock me. Diego Llorente will feel he's above that, having played in Serie A, and if we're being honest, yeah, he's not great, but yeah, it probably is better than the Championship. Or am I going to get pelters for that? He's pretty woeful, isn't he? Maybe he's not. Maybe that is his level, but I can understand his ego telling him that I am better than this. I get it, because look, at the end of the day, if he don't go to Roma, he'll probably go to La Liga or Liga or something like that. But yeah, he's saying, listen, I have no interest, and all the reports are saying Leeds want rid permanently. Now, much like Liam Millar as well, his current valuation is around about 2.5 million, and apparently Roma are ready to offer him and are preparing a 3-year contract for him should they choose to push ahead with their permanent move for the 30-year-old. That'll probably see his last contract of his career. That'll see him stay in Italy. It's just whether or not Roma will be willing to meet Leeds United's valuation of 2.5 million. And look, if they're not, apparently Real Betis are interested as well. Just Diego Llorente, I mean, that contract will forever boil my piss, because after he signed that new contract, and we were told by the club at the time, if you remember, that centre-backs will be at a premium, and that's why we're giving him a new deal. We then sent him straight out on loan. Yeah, he went straight out on loan and has been at Rome ever since, becoming an important part of their defence, I may add, under two managers, Mourinho and De Rossi. But the fact that we gave this guy a new deal and then just let him go, I swear he's got pictures like of Rads and Orta in embracing or something like that. I don't know. But there's something fishy with that deal, I can't lie to you. But look, ultimately, still, Leeds want the money. They want the money for him. It's not going to shock anyone that he's going to leave, because Daniel Farke definitely wouldn't have had him in his plans at any stage. You know, Vorber, Christensen, they were in his plans at some stage. But Diego Llorente never was. And it's not much of a shock. I just want this saga done. I'm sick of hearing about Diego Llorente. It's every fucking transfer window, and if it's not transfer windows, it's in the middle of the season. Like, oh, I'm going to go PSG, I'm going Spain, I'm going here, there, and everywhere. Just go everywhere except fucking Elland Road, will you? Like, leave. Yeah? Go. I'm okay with it. You're okay with it. You're too good for the Championship. Yada, yada, yada. Get Roma to pay the money. If not, find another club that's going to pay the money, Diego, because we're sick to the back teeth for you, bro. And that's the bottom line, because Just Joe said so. Yeah? Is what it is. Also, just to finish up, everyone picking up on the Jamie Shackleton news now. All your major outlets. No love for your boy, Just Joe. Where's the flowers at? Where's the flowers at? Exclusive. Breaking. I am the new Phil here. Yeah? So keep it locked. I joke, of course. Listen, have a nice evening. Smash a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, get your comments in, hit the notification bell and all that jazz. And look, July time after Euros, the lives are going to start again on an evening when we can start going through scouting report and that. It's all underway by the minute. You know, it's hard to get schedules. And of course, there's not really official business happening until after July, but we're starting to now see the wheels in motion. The wheels are returning, and it's exciting again to be talking about Leeds United. But let me know your thoughts on the video. Smash a like, subscribe, get your comments in, hit that notification bell and all that jazz, and I'll see you in a bit. Peace out. Leeds is Leeds.